Well, good afternoon, my friends, and welcome back. Cumberland Outdoorsman out here in the woods with a little shotgun that I ran across yesterday. I got a really good deal on this old gun, and I'll show it to you here in just a second. But the reason I'm making this video is because we're going to see how well this little gun will pattern for turkey season, and we're going to fix it up and camouflage it for turkey season. Get it ready. What I got here is a Maverick 20 gauge model 88. And I'll tell you what, I got this thing here for a song. I mean, really cheap. And it came with a modified Accu-Choke, but I happen to have a Primos Invecta-Choke, a tightwad Primos Invecta-Choke that fits in an Accu-Choke bore because the threads are exactly the same. So for those of you that have Accu-Chokes or Invecta-Chokes, just remember that those two will interchange because the thread pitch is exactly the same, as long as you have the right gauge, of course. And we're going to see how well this little shotgun patterns. Like I said, it's a pump shotgun, and it has a 3-inch chamber. It says here chambered for 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells, 20 gauge, 26-inch barrel for Accu-Choke tubes. But like I mentioned, that Primos tightwad will fit in there perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and put up a target and see how well it patterns. And if this gun does not pattern, then you're not going to be watching this video. So stick with me. Okay guys, first order of business is making sure that that gun is shooting in the center here. It's got 2 beads on it. It's got a brass bead and a ceramic bead. I'm going to be aiming right in the middle of that circle here. It's a 6-inch circle on this cardboard backing. And first of all, I'm just going to shoot some regular 7.5 shot. These are 3/4 ounce. And I just want to make sure that the center of that pattern is hitting where I'm aiming. And we're going to be shooting at about 20 yards or so to make sure of that. So let me go ahead and put up this target and we'll take a shot. Okay fellas, we got it put up. Now I'll zoom in and we'll take the shot. Well, my friends, that's not bad. Most of them hit right there in that circle. It might be just a little bit off to the left. Not much though. Well guys, here we are with this little 20 gauge shotgun that I got the other day. And now that I know that it patterns really well, and my grandson, he actually shot it out here several times. And I put up a turkey target and he shot it at, I don't know, 25 yards with just a regular 1 ounce 20 gauge upland load. And he perfectly centered that pattern on that turkey's head. I mean, using that load, he would have killed a turkey, even beyond 25 yards. But now that I know the gun is something that he will use for turkey season, and I may as well, it's time to go ahead and put some finishing touches on here and do a camo job. As you can see, the finish on here is somewhat worn down and it's almost white in color in some places. So I don't want that showing, you know, in the woods, because a turkey's eyesight, as you all know, is just incredible. So there's a few things I want to do. First of all, of course, make sure the gun's unloaded. But we want to plug the barrel. I went ahead and removed the shotgun choke This is the turkey choke that we're going to be using. And I took it out because I want to preserve the threads and everything. So we're going to plug the barrel at the end with some paper wadding, and then I'll re-lube the threads and reinstall the choke when we get ready to put the gun together, and then we'll retest it again just to make sure everything's still on the up and up. So go ahead and just plug the barrel, and I removed the beads. There's 2 beads on this ventilated rib because I don't want to paint the beads, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and mask off this ventilated rib with a strip of masking tape. And then we'll prep the surface and paint it. So we'll get a, let me show you what I'm doing here. We'll go ahead and mask this off. Okay, we'll go ahead and trim off the excess tape here all the way down. Just for now. This doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but there you can see I've got that masked off and the barrel plugged at the end. Now I've got some of this alcohol, and we'll rub the surface down to make sure that there's no grease or oil on the parts that we want to paint, which is pretty much the whole gun. This just makes for a better paint job. There you can see where some of that finish has started flaking off. And I just want to get it cleaned up, get it wiped down. And for now, we're just going to put on a base coat, you know. Last night I spent some time making these stencils. Here's some leaf stencils, as you can see, and here's some tree bark stencils that I made up. And we'll be using those when we put the camo pattern on this gun. Now I've got some different color paints. Here's some khaki. Make sure you mix it up real well. I'm just going to lightly dust it with some of this khaki. This is just something to help the contrast. I'm not going to leave it this light, definitely. Okay, just kind of lightly spray it on there, And then I want to go over it with some of this darker colored Camouflage forest green. Get just the right blend here. You'll see it starting to darken up a little bit. I'm gonna back the camera up so you can get a better view here. Okay. Now I'm going to put some of these stencils up here for now, just to see how well that pattern's going to look. Now make sure you leave some of the areas undone for other colors like brown. You know, you want dark brown color because that's what's going to blend this gun into the forest background. I think you can see that there. I'm going to leave that undone. I'm going to put some brown in there, and over here I'll go ahead and apply some of this. I think that's going to look real cool. Let me give you a close-up here. See, I'll leave some of these places undone, like right here, and then on the bottom, of course, because I want to put a little brown, and there'll be some black in there too. I'll put a little bit of this really dark color on here. Yeah, that's a different color there. Let's see how this is going to look here. Well, that wind would stop long enough. Might get a little coverage here. Don't worry if you mess up a little bit like I just did. It's all going to come together in the end. Oh yeah, look at that contrast. Put a little bit right here. That's starting to blend in already really well. If this wind would cooperate. Okay, see how I put some black right here? Some of that black tree bark. Now I'm going to leave this part undone because I want to use some brown coloration here and in here. Okay, up here I'm going to add a little bit of lighter color. And you can go over any part of this you want, you know. You can go back over it. You can completely redo it if you want, if it didn't turn out the way you wanted to, but I think for now it's turning out pretty good. I'm going to put a little bit of this here. Like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of black. Like that. And then a little bit over here maybe. See that really blending in well. It's breaking up. See how it just about matches that tree behind it. Let me back up here and you'll see. And see, I haven't even touched the bottom part yet. There you can see how that's blending in already. I'm not done with this yet, but actually that's just about good enough on that part. I kind of messed up on that one a little bit. Okay, let's go over this again. All right, that's better. I'm going to leave that brown and then skip over to the bottom here. I don't know if you can see that down there, but I just made that pattern. All right, now I'm going to let it dry for a little while, and then we'll switch to a different color. It's starting to look really good. Yep, there's still some places I want to go over with some brown down here, up here, and right here, right in here, some dark brown. And then we'll put the leaf pattern on it. So let's let it harden for now, and that way the paint will be ready to accept another layer of camo. Now you want to let your stencils dry, because don't let them get them stuck together. Let them dry, because you can reuse these on other things, and we're not done here yet. So we'll let these stencils dry out nice and flat. And then we'll get ready to finish this camo pattern. Well, my friends, I let this little gun set overnight and allowed the paint to cure up on it, but now we're going to put the finishing touches on. Years ago, I made up some stencils by which I camouflaged some other guns, and here, I'll show you these stencils I made up. Here's one, tree bark, and then here's a hickory bark or oak bark, whatever. Very similar to the one that I made up the other day, like that. Somewhat different. And then here are some oak leaves and some elm leaves. We'll be using these on this gun stock today. So let me pan down here and show you what I've done so far. This is the other side, right here. So let me go ahead and finish this up. And I got some brown paint as well. So we'll get these all shook up here. And let's see if we can match this up here the way we did yesterday. Okay, there's that pattern. We'll add a little bit of brown in with that. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. And let's see. I don't like that hard line right there. Try to blend that in a little bit. Like I said, we can go back over it. If something doesn't quite suit me there, I'll go back over it. Put a little bit of black in there with that. And here we'll put a few oak leaves right about there. That's army green. Okay. That's the flat brown there. Let me give you a close-up here. All right, that looks pretty good right there. Now we'll move up. Okay, let me hit the bottom of this real quick before I move up. All right. There, I got the desired effect I wanted. Little touch of brown in there. Okay, the barrel right here, from here to here, I haven't even hardly touched that with any of the pattern yet. So let me go ahead and hit that a little bit. And the other side here, I haven't touched that yet either. I'll put a tad bit of brown in that. Starting to look pretty good. springtime, you got a little bit of a bright green here, so you can see leaves starting to come out, so we'll put a little bit of bright green in there. We'll add a little bit of this here. Little khaki, and then we'll put some of this deep forest green on here too. Oh yeah, that looks good. Give it a little contrast right there. I'll do the bottom part of the barrel here. We'll just do it in black. This black tree bark here. And I'll add just a tad bit of brown there, because that's going to be sticking out when you aim the gun. Not that it's necessary, I just thought it'd look kind of cool. Well guys, I might have overdone it some with these stencils, but I really wanted to get that gun where it would blend in well with the woods. And I went ahead and put that gun down here against one of the trees here, and I want to get my grandson and get him out here, see if he can spot it. He hasn't seen the gun yet, so let's see if he can pick it up. I'll go grab him. I'll be right back with you. But I put it over here in the woods. I'm going to show you. It's somewhere over here in the woods. And I want to see if you can find it. You think you can spot it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go look. I'm curious to see. We'll see how long it takes him. Gun's right there, folks. See it yet? You were looking right at it. Keep looking. You want me to tell you if you're warm or cold? Getting warmer. No? He actually looked at it 3 times. He's already looked at it a couple of times. You see it yet? Huh? You're looking in the wrong direction. Keep looking.
There it is.
Yep. You looked over there 4 times already. Anyway, right there it is. It's still a little bit soft, the paint is. What do you think about that camo?
Good.
You like that okay?
Yeah.
I took the sights off of it and the choke out of it to paint it, but either way, yeah, it's still a little bit. Blends in good though, don't it?
Yeah. You think a turkey would be able to see that?
I don't, unless you're moving, you shouldn't be able to. We'll put it up against this tree right here. I mean, that blends in so well. If the sun weren't shining on it, you really wouldn't see it. You see how that tree bark pattern blends in with the trees?
Yeah.
Well, my friends, since I'm still in the process of getting this little shotgun ready for turkey season so that my grandson can use it and maybe occasionally I'll use it, there's one part of getting your hunting gear ready for the upcoming season that you don't want to overlook, and that's to make sure that your gun is compliant with your state's regulations. Okay, and what I'm talking about is the capacity of the magazine here. Now, I bought this gun not knowing how many shells it would hold, but here in Tennessee, if you use a pump or semi-automatic shotgun, it can only have 2 shell capacity in the tubular magazine here. So let's check this gun just to make sure. All right, shell number 1. Make sure your safety's on, of course. Shell number 2. Shell number 3. Okay, I don't need to put a 4th one in there, but we're already beyond the capacity. But anyway, let's see if a 4th one will go in there. Okay, there's the 4th shell. Sure enough, it'll hold 4 shells. That's already 2 beyond the allowable capacity. So let me go ahead and unload this gun. Last shell. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to put a plug in this gun, and it's the same for most all shotguns that have a pump action or semi-automatic. First thing you want to do, of course, is make sure the gun's not loaded. Put the safety on, and then right up here in front of the tube here that holds your shells, there's usually a way to remove the barrel. Okay, There it is. You can take it right off. And then I made this plug right here. It's just a shade over 8 inches long, just out of a wooden dowel. And then you can just drop it right into the tube there. And then simply put your barrel back on. Screw it down. Now let's check it. I'll pan down here while we're looking. One. Two. Okay, that's it. The third one will not go in. All right, now we're compliant with state regulations. So remember, before you go turkey hunting or hunting at all, whether you rabbit hunt or dove hunt or whatever, make sure that your gun is compliant with your state's regulations. Well guys, looks like I finally got done with this little shotgun and getting it ready for the upcoming turkey season. I'll give you a close-up of the camo job that I put on it. Leave your comments in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my camo job here. I know it's not professional, but I did the best I could with what I had. I just wanted it to kind of blend into the woods, you know, something that wouldn't stand out. I mean, it was a fairly inexpensive shotgun anyway, and I wanted to do this project. And my grandson wanted a pump shotgun for turkey season anyway, so I got this one and thought I would take the opportunity to get it ready and share it with you in this video. Now I went ahead and reinstalled this Primos tightwad turkey choke. I reinstalled the front and rear beads for sighting, and also installed a set of sling swivels. And I'm going to go find a appropriate sling for that. I think I'll let my grandson make that decision since he's going to be carrying it. But anyway, I think I got it ready. The season is just over a week away, and I'm really hoping that he can use this little shotgun and put it to the test in the turkey woods on an actual turkey. For now though, I've got a target set up down here at just a little over 30 yards, and I finally got my hands on some of this Longbeard XR, both in number 5 and number 6 shot. And I had pretty good luck with this stuff last year in my 12 gauge, but I wanted to try it in a 20 gauge to see how well it would pattern. I've got a target here and one down range there. We'll go ahead and try the number 6s first and see how well they do, and then we'll switch to the number 5s and compare which one that the gun actually prefers. Whichever one shoots the most consistent and has the best pattern, that's what we're going to go with. So let's try it out here at 30 yards. Okay guys, there's the shell. 3-inch Magnum, number 6 shot. There's the box. Go ahead and zoom in on this target. And we'll see what kind of a pattern we get here. All right, here we go. Well, my target fell over, but we'll go down there and check it out. Knocked over my backstop and target. Okay, well that's off to the right just a little bit high and to the right. There's the center of my pattern right there. Okay, we'll have to try that again. Now we'll try the number 5s at the same distance. Hey guys, there's the number 5 3-inch Magnum Longbeard XR by Winchester, and there's the box. Pretty much the same as the number 6. Go ahead and get zoomed in here. All right, here we go. Once again, my target got knocked over. Well folks, that's a much more centered pattern. I think I just wasn't holding it right the last time. So let me put up another target and try the number 6s once again. Okay guys, I stepped back here just about 2 yards further, and we're going to try those number 6s one more time here. Let's see if we can get these centered up a little bit better. All right, that time my target stayed up. Let's go take a look. Yeah, that's a much better, well-placed shot. I held right here, and look at all the pellets that hit right there. Oh my goodness, that's a dead turkey all day long. That's about 30 yards or so. You know, I could stretch that out to at least 40, if not further, and kill that turkey all day long. I mean, that's a really tight group of pellets right there. Perfectly centered. So let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 just in the brain here. 25 I'd say, because there's some of them that are kind of grouped together there. 25 pellets just in the brain, in that little tiny circle right there. That's pretty good performance right there, my friends. Now let's compare that with the number 5 shot. It's kind of a toss-up, but I think we'll go with the number 6s. But either way, let's see, we had 25 in the brain before. This is the number 5s. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, let's start over. This is the number 5s. We'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 14 lethal hits right there in the brain. So which one's a better pattern, folks? That's the number 5s. That's the number 6s. I mean, either way, you've got a dead turkey all day long. But from what I can see, the number 6s will probably give you that margin of error. We didn't count the ones in the neck bone yet. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3 for the number 6s. And the number 5s, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. About the same. But look at the density of the pellets up here. That's impressive. Well guys, I think I've got this little shotgun pretty well ready now. I might, if I can find some, I might put a set of True Glow sights on here just to make absolutely sure that whenever the moment of truth arrives, that shot is placed perfectly. Because I'll tell you, you know, with these modern turkey chokes and modern loads like TSS or these Winchester Longbeard XRs, it's like shooting a rifle almost. You got to, I mean, center that pattern with the sights on your gun. It doesn't just spread out, you know, it has a pattern about that big at 30 yards. About the size of a volleyball or so, you know. And if that turkey's moving his head around, which they often do, you know, it's easy to miss. You could easily shoot off to the side, and I've done it before. So those True Glow sights have always worked well for me on my 12 gauge, my Remington 1187, and also my 870, because I know when I get those lined up and that turkey's head is even with those True Glow sights, I'm going to hit him every time, and so far it hasn't failed me. So folks, thanks a lot for coming along. You know, if your turkey season is coming up pretty soon, make sure you get your gear ready. I just wanted to take you along and fixing up this little shotgun for the turkey season. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So remember, if you like to go hunting, fishing, camping, shooting, hiking, no matter what your outdoor pursuit happens to be, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. But also remember this, hit the like button, smash the bell icon, and subscribe. That way you'll know when more videos like this one will be coming your way. So till next time, y'all get out there and enjoy the great outdoors, and make sure you get ready for the upcoming season because it's approaching quickly. I'll see y'all.